Hello and welcome to Trading Day, day 4 of the AFL's trade period. And a late curveball this afternoon, a big story. We'll get to that in 1 second. My name is Jay Clark. I'm joined by the former Hawthorn superstar and all-round good guy, Benny Dixon, the Herald Sun's finest, Glenn McFarlane, and David Zeta has persisted with the laptop despite the threats
with it.
and intimidation from David King. You're a brave man, Zeets.
I was told that he has the Windows portfolio. I have the Apple portfolio. I'm happy to just play in my lane. He does it better than me, but I need the laptop. There's a lot of info we have to get through, Jay.
That's enough of the software, David.
Looking forward to what you've got. Hey, a couple of deals are done today, Zeets, and Melbourne has secured a new big man.
It was looking a bit dicey there for a bit. We might have been dealless tonight, but we have got a couple of deals. So, of course, the second one first. Max Heath, a 2027 fourth-round pick going back the other way, but Max Heath does get to the Demons, so the Saints get that pick back.
So he's a bit of insurance then.
He's a bit of insurance for Max Gawn, of course. And Liam Ryan, he gets to St Kilda along with West Coast's third-round pick in 2027. So that's the first time that a future, I think we're calling it, pick has been traded since those new rules came in from the AFL to help facilitate a bit more movement. So West Coast gets St Kilda's 2026 second-round pick as part of that. And as I said, the first time that pick's been traded 2 years in advance. So Ryan played 125 games for the Eagles. The 2018 Premiership, of course, was involved in that very heavily. And the Saints have now brought in Tom Decoding, Jack Silvani, Sam Flanders, and now also Liam Ryan. There's one they might not be bringing in. We'll speak about that later. But Dico, what do you make of that recruitment?
Well, I still think he's got some good footy ahead of him. I really do. I mean, some of his best returns were back in 2019, 30 goals. That was his best return after they won the flag, and then backed it up with 26 goals, 22. And he kicked 22 this year off 20 games. And we know that West Coast is still building, so opportunities were limited, but I truly believe with his speed and pace, which he still has, he's still got something to offer.
Yeah, he's 29, just turned 29 a couple of days ago. So, you know, he's got probably 4 or 5 years. If his body holds together, 4 or 5 years of good footy. So I think it's a pretty good pickup.
Yep, and West Coast in the draft 2027, not sure much is going to be left after Tasmania. So very generous just to go handle that one.
That pick?
That'll be pick 158, I think.
You think he becomes a third or fourth banana. Max King's the crucial piece at St Kilda with Mitch Owens, potentially Caminiti. He's going to be the third or fourth target, you think. But the big news which you referred to off the top is that St Kilda has pulled out of GWS a Giants defender, Leek Aleer, which is a major surprise, because they've been chasing him quite significantly for the best part of 6 months. Leek Aleer has been completely blindsided by this move.
This was unbelievable to hear about earlier today. So Aleer requested the trade to St Kilda the Monday after the elimination final loss to Hawthorn. This was done, this was locked in, this had been in the works for quite some time, Macca, but it was extraordinary. So the Saints are saying that from their point of view, they were good faith negotiations with the Giants and they just couldn't really get a deal done. They just thought it was best to move on. We couldn't find the right number. But
6 days out.
That is there are 6 days left of the trade period, so you have to think something else is going on here because the Giants thought this would have gotten done. I mean, there's 6 days left in the trade period. How many trades have we seen go down to the absolute wire and get done? And Leek Aleer, this has been in the works for quite some time, so it certainly would have stunned Leek Aleer. His manager will be on the phone trying to find another home. The Giants still happy to keep him. They rate him highly. They just couldn't get near the money the Saints were offering. This is extraordinary.
It really is extraordinary when you think about it. This is going back to about April, I reckon, when he first started chatting to the Saints, and we were talking around the $800,000, $900,000. I hope he hasn't gone out and bought a new house or something along that. This is old school chaos making from the Saints. Dicko, they're good at it.
Well, the Giants don't match it because they couldn't with the money. Gubby Allen, Gub, we're not calling you Pinocchio, are we? You still got the cash or what? Because Leek Aleer, as you said, on that sort of money was a guarantee. And I thought, I've actually got a Saints team we'll look at later on. I had him right at half back there, slotting straight in. So I'm as shocked as anyone, especially how early we are into the trade period, to say, right, the deal is off.
I don't think negotiations did break down. I think there's potentially some buyer's remorse. As I understand, Graham Allen rang Adrian Caruso at the Giants and said, we're out. It's fallen over. So maybe are they thinking that they already had Silvani, they already had Wilkie.
Callum Wilkie stays on.
That they actually didn't need Leek Aleer. So this opens the door for, is it the Bulldogs? Is it North Melbourne? Is it Collingwood?
Does Collingwood jump in? They're not doing a lot, but
Bulldogs need some defensive support. So you know that his manager, Dylan Smith, he'll be doing the ring around as we speak, trying to find him a new home, because otherwise it's a discount deal at GWS. Clubs across the competition have raised their eyebrow at this move today. You know, is it good form? Because they'd committed to him seemingly, and then all of a sudden they're out. Maybe they just realise they either don't have the money or they don't They don't need him anymore.
Well, that's it. Either don't have the money or they don't need him. So looking at their defence, they need him.
Either way, yeah, exactly right. But either way you look at it, if you're Aleer, you're thinking, you've left me in a horrible position.
Well, apparently,
6 days out.
He cried when he said goodbye to GWS. He was in tears because he loves the place.
Yeah.
We'd be crying again because it's just cost him $1.5 million with the extra cash. We're going to get to your St Kilda team. They've been the big story of the trade period, the Saints. We'll see how that stacks up, Dicko, and whether you've got them in your finals, the top 8 for next year.